Hello and welcome to this video. I'm Ria and I will show you how you can manage inventory in ezybill. Before we begin, let us have a look at basic terminology that we will be using. Opening stock available at the start of a financial year or when you began to record transactions in ezybill. Purchase entry when you make any purchase bill entries into ezybill. Purchase returns or debit note when any goods purchased were returned to the supplier by you. Sales invoice when you create any sales invoice in ezybill. Stock decreases by the sold quantity. Sales returns or credit note when any goods you sold were returned by the customer. A credit note should be created so that the returned quantity is added back to the stock. Adjustments in case of damages, samples, self-consumptions, etc. You can either increase or decrease the stock quantity by creating an adjustment entry. Reserved quantity when you have sent goods by creating a delivery challan, the stock for that quantity is marked as reserved until an invoice is created. Now let's get started. To begin with, let's add a new product. Enter product name. Unit of measurement in terms of numbers. HSN code. Tax rate. Price before or after tax. Enter the opening stock quantity, which is the stock quantity that you already have with you and there are no purchase entries for this item. Save the item. Next, let's create a purchase bill to see how the stock gets updated on adding purchase bill. Select a supplier. Enter bill number. Select the product which we just created. Enter quantity as 50. Click on Add Item. Then click on Save. Now when you go back to the inventory screen, you can see that stock has increased by 50. Let's create a sales invoice to see how the stock gets updated on adding sales invoice. Select the customer and choose the product we created earlier. Enter quantity as 10. Click on Add Item. Then click on Save. Go back to the inventory screen, you can see that stock is decreased by 10. Now let's create a delivery challan to see how the stock gets updated on adding delivery challan. Select any customer and select the product which we created. Enter quantity as 20. Click on Add Item. Then click on Save. Now go back to the inventory screen to check stock. You can see that the stock is increased by 20 under reserve quantity. Let's see what happens when the same delivery challan is converted to invoice. After converting, go back to the inventory screen. We can see that the stock has increased under sales. Now let's create sales returns to see how the stock gets updated on adding sales returns. Open any invoice which has the product which we created earlier. Click on Returns and select the product for returns. Change quantity as 10. Then click on Save. Go back to the inventory screen to check stock. Stock under sales returns is increased by 10. Now let's create a purchase returns to see how the stock gets updated on adding purchase returns. Select the supplier from the drop-down list. Select the product which we created. Change quantity as 10. Click on Add Item. And then click on Save. Now go back to the inventory screen. Your stock under purchase returns is decreased by 40. If there are any adjustments to be done, you can always increase or decrease stock quantity by creating a new adjustment entry for the product which we created earlier. Select the product which we have created. Enter the reason for adjustments. Enter quantity in positive or negative number. Unit price. Then click on Save. For example, when there are any damaged goods available, you can create an adjustment stating they are defective goods. Finally, you can see the update on your inventory list. Under adjustment, stock is increased by 40. Thank you for watching.